y'all, this is Marley K. Hope everybody is well. I want to give you an update on how the Beast infrastructure is being rolled out. And it again coincides with my piece. I can't even get it out because things are happening so fast about how the black faces in high places are going to be scapegoated for the collapse, and how they are also being used to usher in this new world order. So these two stories tie into the subject that Watchman Nehemiah and I did a couple of weeks ago about the beast system and how it is going to be rolled out and what you need to be looking out for. So I want to say before I get started, pay attention to what is happening in these larger cities, because the larger cities also have a large population of Black people and, different demographic groups who typically don't go the way of the dominant society. So it's kind of like you can see the noose being tightened around all of us, and there's literally no escape. So let me get into these two stories, and then I'll share with you my thoughts. So the first story is in the Daily News. It was published on March 31st, and it is an opinion. It says the My City portal opens up New York City. Eric Adams has a new way for New Yorkers to access city services. So you remember I was telling you about the data collection and all these websites that are going to be used to encourage people who receive government benefits, people who want to do business with the government, anybody who needs anything from the government to access these sites. And you're only going to be able to do it eventually through these sites. So let's get into it. For too long, government has rightly labeled has rightly been labeled as living in the past, using old tools to solve new problems. The metaphor is often too true. While government is trying to make horses go faster, other sectors are building cars. Nowhere is that divide clearer than the roadblocks and red tape that exist to access city benefits. Government becomes a hard to navigate maze with countless agencies and endless paperwork. The result is the folks who need the resources the most have the hardest time getting the answers they need. That's why Mayor Adams launched My City, the nation's largest municipal one-stop shop. There it is, that one world government, 111, for city services and benefits. My City's goal is simple: make navigating government easier, more user-friendly, and bring our city's technological infrastructure into the 21st century. There's that word again, infrastructure. The administration is proud of our hard-fought wins to put more money back in the pockets of working families and increase the social safety net. There it is, increase the social safety net. That's your uniform basic income, your food stamps, in your 15-minute cities. But what's the point of expanding the net if people do not even know it exists and they cannot access it? So there's the little site. I got a picture of it. They're just proud of the beast system. For this reason, My City's first programmatic launch is centered in around child care. There they go, luring you with care for your children. That's how they're going to ensnare so many poor people, because poor people have to work. They don't have child care or can't afford child care. And so in order to get whatever benefit the government offers, they are going to receive the mark of the beast. Now, receiving the mark now will not be significant. What it will mean, though, is whenever the Sunday law passes and they say, if you don't do this rest on Sunday, then you won't be able to get this benefit. That's the mark. The Adams administration believes child care centers are foundational spaces for children to learn, grow, and to simply just be kids. We went to Albany and secured $4 billion in state funding for child care providers, workers, and families over the next 4 years, plus new tax incentives to increase the number of child care seats across the 5 boroughs. Then the real hard work begins, reimagining and rebuilding the city's services from the ground up through a concerted cross-agency push to make sure we took full advantage of the transformative child care moment. My city's child care application provides eligible families and caretakers looking for support a seamless, user-centered experience, allowing them to check eligibility for assistance, apply for and track their application on a single site. There it is, 111, easy. Always gonna get you with easy. It's gonna be better. It's gonna make life easy. You don't know what you're walking into when you sign up for Easy, honey. Through our modernized multilingual platform, families can now start applications on mycity.nyc.gov on their home computers or smartphones in as few as 3 clicks. Verify they're applying with the right agency for the right subsidy and save their uploaded documents for future use. That's like a digital wallet, y'all. A complicated and convoluted application process is now consolidated into a single online form. One single 111 uni. Gone is the archaic and inefficient online search to learn how to apply, requiring New Yorkers raising small children to incur a steep time tax from navigating a maze of dozens of clicks and websites or visiting multiple agencies. Also no longer necessary, the self-filed paperwork that left families in the dark about the status and resulted in the vast majority of initial submissions needing corrections. It's so easy now that New Yorkers will be able to access these services while holding their child in their lap from the comfort of their couch. Always selling you comfort. Y'all better learn to be uncomfortable. That is my word for the rest of the year. Learn to be uncomfortable. Be happy with discomfort. Have peace with being uncomfortable, because that's the only way you're going to avoid this beast system. By using technology to reduce child care's traditional paperwork load and bureaucratic barriers, my city is projected to help up to 5,000 families each month apply for child care benefits. So here it is. My city takes government into the 21st century and impacts all New Yorkers, school children, older residents, and job seekers to access the full spectrum on what government can and should deliver on. In his State of the City address, the mayor shared a vision for a working people's agenda, a commitment to finally make government work for working families. These were everyday New Yorkers who worked hard, cared for their city, and wanted a government that listened to their needs. So that's the end of this story, but I just wanted to share that with y'all. See how they sell it to you. If you got people in New York, try to warn them, because it's coming. This is the last story that I got from New York City. It was on Microsoft Start. It came out on Monday. Mayor Eric Adams vows to reduce New York City's food-based emissions at agencies by 33% in 7 years. Notice those numbers, 33, 7 years. That's 2030, Agenda 2030. So let's get into this story right quick. Mayor Eric Adams wants New York to eat less meat to help combat climate change. I don't really have to say nothing else. We already had this discussion on my channel about sustainability and climate change, so on and so forth. So I'm going to read a little bit and then I'm just going to stop. Food is the third biggest source of cities' emissions, right after building and transportation. But all food is not created equal. The vast majority of food that is contributing to our emissions crises lies in meat and dairy products, Adams said. Now, when I was telling y'all about all those cows dying in the large cow factory, the 18,000 cows that died maybe a week or two ago in the largest cow kill in American history, y'all think the stuff by accident? It's not. Nothing that is happening is by happenstance. It's not by accident. It's all intentional, designed to wean us off of flesh. Whether we want to or not, it's not going to be available. According to new data released by the city, 20% of the Big Apple's greenhouse gas emissions comes from food production and consumption. The mayor is now vowing to reduce the city's food-based emissions at agencies by 33% in the next 7 years and challenging the private sector to follow suit. I'm not going to read anymore because I just can't even fix my mouth to read the rest of it. I just want to say y'all need to prepare for what's coming. This year is officially the first year of the New World Order. And you need to understand that these people's agendas are operating right before our eyes. Whatever you need to do to prepare, you need to prepare. You need to start growing your own food. You need to get with people who have land and see if you can start having your own agriculture farms. You get your chickens, or if you like flesh, you're going to continue to eat flesh. You better raise it yourself, because everything that they're getting ready to give us is not going to be good for us. So with that said, y'all, the noose is around our neck and they are getting ready to hang us. We don't have much time. Pray, continue to seek the Most High, cry out to Him daily, anytime you can think about all these things that we got going on, and just ask Him to deliver us from this, because this is just pure evil. If you like meat, eat as much as you can now, because it's probably not going to be available later, especially if you're not planning on participating in this system. There's a movement, and I don't want to talk about it because I don't want to get any more trouble than I'm already in. But just try to come out of this system as much as you can. You got to come out of it. And there's no way you're going to think you're going to be able to do business work or do anything in this system without participating in the beast infrastructure. They're laying it out right before our eyes, and we need to see it for what it is and believe it, because it's not going anyplace. All right, this is Marley K. Please like the video, share it, and subscribe to the channel if you like this type of content. I have other stories that I will be putting out, but I can't get them out fast enough because things are happening so fast. So with that said, I am out.